So for mortgage brokers running paid adverts, whether it be on the Meta platforms, Instagram, Facebook, or even your TikToks, a really important thing to consider is the actual intent of the lead that you're going after. And most people don't consider this whatsoever. So let's take a look at this comparison between two very different approaches that actually lead to the exact same result in terms of immediate conversion. Okay, so on the left side here, we've got a low intent style funnel, and on the right, we've got a high intent style funnel. On the low intent, what that basically usually looks like is you're giving away something that's really low friction, whether it be a free resource, a free training, maybe it's an ebook. It's basically either a lead magnet or a very, very low friction offer that's going to get you cheap leads. And we're seeing this even in 2026 as low as $2, $3, $4 a lead. But it's not necessarily who you want to be going after. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, and we'll get onto that. With this low intent funnel, you might see from a $600 ad spend, 100 leads, 20 calls booked at a 20% ratio, 12 calls taken at a 60% show up rate, and actually one deal closed, not closed, but in terms of one deal progressing through your business, you're actually underway for an 8% close rate, okay? Nothing wrong with that, and effectively you've ended up with one deal progressing for $600. Now, over on this side with the more higher intent funnel, what we'll look for is $600 ad spend, exactly the same as the low intent funnel. You might only get 10 leads though. You're paying $60 for a lead versus $6. That could be very scary for some people, but you don't need to necessarily be bothered about that if you know that this is the type of funnel that you're running, or the funnel structure, or the marketing strategy. 10 leads, 8 calls booked at a very high percentage because they're very high intent leads, 80%. 6 calls taken at a pretty high show up rate, again, they're very high intent, 75% show up rate, and then a much higher close rate in terms of an initial deal closed. Now, it's the exact same outcome in terms of one deal immediately moving forward from your paid ads efforts. Now, obviously, due to the cash flow cycle of the mortgage business, you're not going to see that cash in your bank immediately from that deal, whether it be commission or trail. However, it's one deal moving forward from that ad spend. Now, both of these can work really well. There is no right or wrong. There is just what's right or wrong for your business at this moment, the systems you've got in place, the team that you've got to follow up, how quickly you can get on these leads, and what you're actually trying to build. Some advantages of a low intent funnel that you're building a massive pipeline. So you may actually end up with more deals coming off the back end of this one than you would this one, purely due to the volume that's going through your pipeline. With this, obviously advantages are you're not speaking to anywhere near as many people, you're not chasing as many tire kickers, you're not bringing people into your world that are never going to actually qualify to do anything with you. So there's advantages and disadvantages. Some people much prefer to build a big pipeline and they've got those systems and processes in place to follow up a lot of leads quickly. Some people prefer to just go after very high intent leads. They can stomach the spend, they can stomach the fact that they're paying $60 a lead, and it doesn't matter to them because they know that the ROI, or the ROAS more specifically, is coming off the back of that. But there might not be as much long-term pipeline conversion on this side as there is on this side, purely due to the lack of volume. All right, so both can work really well. It's just about choosing the right type of funnel or marketing strategy for your specific business and where you're at right now. Low intent, high intent, both amazing, both working really well.